Hey, it's me again. I need to highlight. Hey, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Had something on my mind. I want to get off my mind because, well, I'm driving to work and it's a long drive in my Volkswagen, heading to work on the railroad. What's on my mind? I'm sure everybody knows why. I know why you're here. Why you want to watch my video. If you've gone through my history or if you've seen any of my videos on my YouTube page, it's all exercising. All exercising all the time. I do a lot of qualifiers for CrossFit. I went through the age groups. I was started as an RX athlete. I made it to Wodapalooza as an intermediate athlete in 2019, um, and managed to, and then got pretty much broke myself in 2019 to compete in the sport of CrossFit. So all of my videos are now of a 40-year-old athlete this year, 2024. Um, and then my previous, obviously, 35 to 39 age group athlete. It's been 4 years doing online qualifiers and kind of working my way up the leaderboard. All for people to say they don't know where this guy came from. Went and competed at the CrossFit Games this year. Where did this guy come from? We don't know his name. Where's he from? How come he won other CrossFit Games? First of all, I've qualified for Legends 2 years in a row. I've managed to qualify for a lot of other Wodapalooza, again, as a 35 to 39. Just because you don't know my name, I don't pay the money to go to show up to these competitions. I show up to the CrossFit Games and I won. Absolutely. Because I was injured this year in the Open. Anyway, why you're here is because I was dinged at the CrossFit Games for taking PEDs. Anyway, yes, on testosterone replacement therapy, HRT, TRT, whatever you want to call it. To each their own. Do what you need to do for life, for your lifestyle. Don't compete in CrossFit because it's against the rules. It's banned by WADA. WADA is a drug testing agency used by professional organizations to keep the Olympics clean. Those are Olympic athletes. They're paid by the government, by their governments, to compete at a sport at the Olympics. This is CrossFit, so CrossFit uses WADA. Good for them to keep CrossFit athletes clean. Age group athletes, I don't see why you would. There are non-professional athletes. The only people showing up for age group athletes are their family, their friends that they compete with in the gym. Why you're testing age group athletes, I don't know, but okay, the sideshow of the sideshow. The 40-year-old, the 45-year-old division. I don't know. I created quite a stir in CrossFit because I got banned. I am on testosterone. I've been on testosterone since I was 35, 4 years, 3 years, I guess, going on 4. 200 milligrams of testosterone keeps my testosterone level at 600 nanograms per deciliter. That is the unit of measure that they use for testosterone in the male body. So average is 250, which is low, to 1,000. You can imagine. You have 1,000 when you're a teenager. When you're 18 to 21 years old, young man produces 1,000 at least, if they have a healthy lifestyle and diet. If you're staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning and not sleeping, if you're not eating meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar, as CrossFit says to do, you will not have a healthy lifestyle if you're just banging down Wendy's and McDonald's all the time, which is not real food. Fast food is not real food. So, needless to say, my testosterone level has been kept at normal, checked by a doctor for the last 3-4 years. Am I a drugged athlete? I did not do drugs to compete in CrossFit. What I did before CrossFit is none of your business. What did any athlete do before they competed in CrossFit? Doesn't matter. Listen, there's actual sports organizations out there that use polygraph tests to see if someone will lie. They say that there is a person using drugs for the last 7 years is different in the past 7 years is different than an athlete that's used it in the past 3-4 years is different than someone that uses it, cycles off of it, obviously. So that's a bodybuilding organization where they're literally testing people for their physique. They're judging people by their physiques. We're not being judged by our physiques. We're judged by the work capacity that we're able to produce in a sport. Anyway, so needless to say, there's the skinny. I was told that I should be coming out and I should be telling people, just own up to it. All right, listen, I stood on top of the podium. I took first place at the CrossFit Games. I've been doing TRT, which is what Hiller got kicked out of CrossFit for openly admitting it. I understand. I don't do something that's beyond the realm of normal. So what I do for my health is I exercise and I don't produce enough testosterone, so I use that through a doctor. Right. Okay. Did I think I was going to win the CrossFit Games? Hell no. You see those people? Those people are heckin' fit. So own it. Own what happened. Okay. Well, the fact that I didn't appeal it means I owned it. Okay. I'm not going to go tell WADA, the testing body that literally tests things on all day, every day, of millions of people across the world, that they did their job wrong, and you need to check that again. This time, just kind of kid you not, look so hard. Like, really, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm not going to have them test it again. I know I'm on it. I know I use it, but I don't use a super physiological dose of it either. I just train for 3 hours a day, sometimes twice a day. When it comes to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's how I trained all summer long. I was in the pool on a Friday in the afternoon and swimming. And then I would go home and I would take a nap. I would eat, sleep, wake up at night, go back to the gym, do another workout or two at night. Like, I literally trained that way all summer long. You're telling me I just showed up and out of nowhere? It's hilarious. It's great. Why does somebody do it? Because when I was diagnosed with low testosterone, I literally had suicidal depression. I had depression so bad that I couldn't take it. This honestly helped me get my mind. I had to get my mind right. And if it meant taking testosterone, increasing that, and taking that for the better part of the rest of my life, then okay, well, that's what I do. So, you don't understand it? Maybe you could talk to somebody that does it, and they can help you understand it. Or you could just keep pointing fingers and being like, hey, screw you, stay out of our sport, you're a drugged athlete. I do more work than you on a daily basis. Well, that's because you're on drugs. It's not magic. I've literally worked up to being able to work out, doing 2 Metcons a day, doing 3 strength lifts, if it's a cleaning day, if it's a snatching day, if it's a squatting day. Like, I literally worked myself up to that. No, I didn't get a 500-pound squat doing CrossFit. Thank you very much, Mr. Hiller. You're right. You can't get a 500-pound squat. There are minimal amounts of athletes. There may be 2 athletes that get 500-pound squat doing CrossFit because they trained for it. They literally specialized in order to get that. What did I do? I specialized in bodybuilding to get that. Yes, I did conjugate method. I followed Westside Barbell conjugate method. I did Thunder Bro for 2 years. That is Dave Lipson's bodybuilding template of Muscle Anarchy for 2 years. And it wasn't until the latter part, the ending part of specializing, doing legs twice a week, like actual hypertrophy work, that I could even get to those numbers. And then I basically put that on the shelf and said, I did that. I can say I did that. I have the videos. You've seen the videos. I did that. All done. And that went away. I put that on the shelf and said, okay, well, if I'm going to train in CrossFit, one, I need to lose weight. I was up at 230 pounds. Couldn't get under 225 to save my life because, well, I like eating. I like eating sugar. I like eating cookies and whatever I want to be strong. So, okay, well, you got to cut cookies. I was given a task to cut cookies out of my diet. I went, oh, man, that's going to hurt. No cookies till after your birthday. All right, fine. And we want you to track your food. This is what Blackout CrossFit did for me. Thank you very much. Put me to task. Said, track your food and no more cookies. Okay. So by the time I got to my 39th birthday, without cookies, that open that year went okay. I think semifinals I got kicked down. Oh, the semifinals that year was like top 30. I didn't even make the top 100 because I was still really heavy. I was really strong. I was heavy, too heavy for CrossFit. My gymnastics just wasn't there. So I could run it back and like tell you everything that happened over the 10 years that I've been in CrossFit. Put CrossFit aside, went to weightlifting, wasn't good at weightlifting, went to weightlifting, got better at weightlifting, went back and put CrossFit back in. CrossFit is a great methodology for getting cardio and adding fun into a workout, being able to do rope climbs and bench press. I mean, running back and forth in the gym doing shuttle runs, I'm way beyond that. I do not want that at all anymore. Not at all. No, thank you. I would rather go run a mile outside than run back and forth 50 times in the gym, touching a line. Talk about PTSD from football days. Man, I played football when I was 18. Was in the gym, picked up powerlifting at 17 to get big for the football team. You know, I have a history in sports, and to say that I came out of nowhere from nothing is just wild to me because, you know, I put in the work. I took the time. Just because you don't see my name on the leaderboard, because I'm not in your division. I'm not in your division. I can tell you 90% of my division knows my name. They know my name, 35 to 39. They knew my name, 40 to 44. Jonathan Edel. Edel, thank you very much. It's Edel. Keep calling me Edel. I'm glad that the CrossFit Games is done, over with. You call me Edel one more time. I even had 3 emails to say, how do you pronounce your name? Jonathan, pretty straightforward. Edel. Edel. Even Hiller got it right. Edel. Like, I'm sorry, it's hard. It's Edel. It just kind of rolls. Whatever. I grew up with people calling me Edel all the time. Talk about annoying. Pronounced my name wrong the whole weekend. People on the floor called it right because they knew me. I've been to Masters CrossFit Championship 2 years in a row. You don't know who I am? Well, I came in 5th both times. That's it. Was out there fighting when I was 38 years old. In the 35 and 39. Qualified for Masters MFC. My first year was Brian Wong. He was the winner of the CrossFit Games. He went and competed at MFC. And that was the year I got serious. I went toe-to-toe with him on a ski workout. That was good. I touched the sun that day. I learned how to hurt. And I said from now on, I'm just going to put the hammer down. And maybe by the time I'm 40, I should be able to make the CrossFit Games. What do you know? I made the CrossFit Games at 40. Huh. You know, it take 2 years of dedication. Hung it up on trying to get a heavier back squat, heavier deadlift. Hung it up trying to get a heavier bench. You know, all that powerlifting stuff. It all works. You need to be strong. Good. Now I'm strong. Now I'm going to get fit. Put the cardio back in. Turn it up. Start running twice a week. I like running. Ran twice a week. All winter. All winter long. So I could go win a running event at the CrossFit Games. You know, I'm done with CrossFit. I'm not going to slink into the shadows. I don't know. You can go out there and you can watch a great. If you feel like putting yourself through an episode of the Masters Chatter, they did one on PEDs, and they literally should have just asked somebody that has done things personally. You know, I'd go on their show, and well, why do you do it? Well, maybe it's something about ego. I don't have any ego. I high-fived the guy that hit the heaviest front squat, which is another great one. You walked into the back room and hit 2 squats and then went front 20. No, I didn't. I squatted for an hour before that workout. Man, There's just so many lies. I got to applaud, though, Hiller for putting the videos out on me because he did such a great job dictating his narrative of the villain, of me being a villain, of me being juiced and couldn't have done it. It has to be all drugs, all this, and like how many people I've listened to now that have said, it's not magic. You can't just like take a shot and like be Superman. It doesn't work that way. Like you have to put work in, and I worked every day, so it just invalidates all the work that I did. That kind of sucks. Getting kicked out of a sport that you enjoy doing, that like is literally your mental break of being able to compete against people in exercising. I didn't win every event. I can barely do muscle ups. And my muscle ups do lock out. I just have big biceps. So annoying. And I squatted for an hour before that workout to get to 420 on the floor. Well, I had one more lift. I was going to go 435, but I didn't need to, thankfully. Because I know I could push that. I hit 425 in practice. I was kind of hoping to hit 435 at the games. But I squatted 455 for a fun squat when I was heavy. So to hit 420 on the floor in competition as your 9th event, this guy hits 455 with no sleeves and no belt. Man, that was impressive. I'm trying to remember his name. Julien Valero? No, that was Jonathan Valero. He can't. I don't care. If you said something about me online, I just removed you. I don't care. This niche of a sport, in the niche of the environment of the Masters, you guys, wow, amazing the internet warriors that are out there trying to protect their sport. Oh my goodness. He did what? No. Of course he did. He took so much from us. Yeah. Took so much from you. You mean I outworked you? I went as hard as I could in each one of those workouts. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, I was also, so it was an anastrozole. Let me break it down for you. An anastrozole, which is an aromatase inhibitor. It kills estrogen. So your body can, because the testosterone makes the estrogen level in your body come up. Well, you take an aromatase inhibitor so that your estrogen level doesn't come up. It dries you out, makes you look leaner, yes, because it's removing water from your body, from your subcutaneous cells. Anyway, it allows the testosterone to be at the level that is normal. Well, then I was also hit with GW 1516. Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. So if I was going to own anything, own the fact that you're an athlete, what you're putting in your body, you're supposed to know what you're putting in your body, and I guess it was in a pre-workout. I'm going to call Tainted Sup on that one because I would not know it. I would not willingly and knowingly take something that was on a bad substance list that I know they're looking for. You are trying to find GW 150156, something like that. Cardarine, you're trying to find that one. And I think 1516 is just a different version. And it must have been something that I took. I don't know. My run of Cardarine before, and when I was 35, like the first time when it came out, of course, why wouldn't you take something that's going to make you leaner, make you fitter, make cardio easier for you? Yeah, it didn't make it any better. I didn't get any leaner, and I actually got prostate problems and had a hard time pissing. So there was no way I was ever doing that again. Yeah, don't take SARMs, kids. They're dangerous. They're not tested, and they're for, what's that called? Research purposes only. Yeah, don't take research drugs. That's not good for you. So I would not willingly, knowingly, openly take something that is going to get caught. I mean, heck, I cycled off thinking that it wasn't, even if it was might have been something that would have come up for me. I'll just suck it up for the weekend and be okay. Well, there you go. Caught anyway. And I'm out. Doesn't matter. Because I got better things in life to do and worry about the small little CrossFit world. Follow all your athletes and all their competitions. And, well, I'm in the 40 to 45. The only people that knew me are the people that compete against me. Thank you very much. You're not going to know me. Why would you know me? Nobody cares about anybody else in any other division. 35 to 39-year-olds. Yeah, well, you knew Will Morad because he competed at the games before. You're not going to know anybody in any of these places until you go shake their hands and say hi. We're all normal people. We just managed to make it to the next step. And who cares if you've made it or not before? That's kind of the whole point of the Open, is to find new people, find other people. You don't know me. Nobody took the time to get to know me either. So I don't really care. It is what it is at this point. I'm gonna move on. So if you have any other things that you need to say to me, or you want to know anything else about where I come from, what I do, what I did before, how long it took. It took 5 years of like putting your head down, getting strong. You gotta get strong. That's for sure. You get strong, and then you start getting. Or you can keep doing CrossFit. I think Mayhem Athlete has a really great thing going. I think they put out a really great product of how to get fit and strong, in the way that they cycle through the season. So you got to work on your technique as far as Olympic lifts. Always love that. But I'll hang that up for a little while and go back to getting strong, looking fit, do some bodybuilding for a little bit, follow some Thunder Bro. We'll get my swole. We'll get swole. And if I look tired, I always look tired. I am tired. I work second shift. I'm always tired. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. My kids go to school. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I owned it. I didn't appeal it. Uh, you just need to talk to people and see why. If you want to know why people do things they do, you need to talk to them. Is it about ego? What ego? I just go in and do work. And if I can, I go a little bit faster. If you go a little bit faster than me, I tell you, good job. Is that an ego? You outlift me? Good job. You outlifted me. I couldn't do it. But to walk in and just be like, oh, you're such a cheater. Well, you would, with open arms, welcome someone into CrossFit that had come out of another sport. They were a soccer player, football player, rugby player. Open arms. If you can be fit and you could be on top, you open arms, welcome them in. You don't care what they've been doing for the last 5 years, 4 years, whatever it is through their college career. You don't care. You just welcome them in. Okay. Until when they prove themselves. And then you start looking at them kind of out of the side of your eye, like, you want something? Because you do more than an average person does. And we're average people around here, and we don't appreciate cheaters. Like, really? Oh, now you're gonna look at him? The guy runs a 4.1 in college. Like, the guy's 245, 6'3", 245. Really? It just blows my mind. You welcome him in, open arms. Oh, but when we find him, though, we make sure that we cancel him. Cancel culture. Cancel him. Knock him off the ladder. Get him out of there. Yeah, you guys got no idea. 300,000 people, if you get that, for the Open. 7 billion people on this planet. You think you're special? You think you're important? How much do you think you mean? To what? A business? A business of fitness? You think you mean? You know how many people try to go into the gym and work out for their health and for fun? It's just fun to be around people that want to exercise that way, that want to hurt themselves. And then we all pat each other on the back, mop up our sweat puddles, and move on. That's fine. You can take that away. I'll go do it myself. I'll go play around the people that are the real ones. The one that said, hit me up and said, it's cool, man. How you feeling? How you doing? You all right? You good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, well, out of CrossFit. What are you going to do? For how many different divisions there are, you don't know who I am. That's fine, because there's 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to
Holy crap. And then you have 20 athletes in each one of those divisions. How do you think you're going to know everybody? Only if one of them messes up. But guess what? You all know my name. You all know my name. Y'all saying my name. I'd like for you to say it right. Edo, thank you very much. Not famous, but infamous. You got it's famous in there if I'm infamous. All right. All right. So you'll see me on top of a box again one day. Don't worry, I won't take your sport. You can have it. Thanks.